Hello students, I am Dr. Komal Rathor, Assistant Professor, Department of Kamal Bhratya, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science at Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. Students, today's topic is Pran Rakshan Vidhi, life-saving measures in children. So first in this series, first disease is shock. So shock definition is, shock is the state of reduction in effective tissue perfusion resulting in insufficient utilization of oxygen and nutrition to the tissue. The result is an altered cellular and subcellular function leading to anaerobic metabolism, accumulation of lactic acid, consequently cellular damage, multiple organ dysfunction, and finally cardiovascular collapse. Now, classification is, first classification, shock can be classified into the following four major categories. So, first is hypovolemic. Hypovolemic is reduce intravascular volume. So, reduce venous return to the heart, resulting in decreased oxygen and other substrate delivery insufficient to the tissue. Now, causes fluid and electrolyte losses. It is caused by acute gastroenteritis, diarrhea and vomiting, excessive sweating, and renal disease. Second is plasma loss. Plasma loss is caused by burn. And third is space loss, intestinal obstruction, and peritonitis. Third is hemorrhages. Hemorrhage is caused by external trauma, bleeding disorder. And internal is visceral injury, fracture, and gastrointestinal bleeding. Now, fourth cause is endocrinal disorder. Endocrinal disorder caused by diabetes mellitus and diabetes insipidus. Second is cardiogenic. Cardiogenic is impaired cardiac function. So, result from abnormalities of cardiac rhythm or function. Pump failure. Commonly, this is caused by impairment in myocardial contractibility, causes by cardiac insufficiency, cardiac myopathy, congenital heart disease, cardiac surgery, and drugs intoxication. Second is obstruction lesions. So, obstruction lesion is pulmonary embolism and pericardial tamponade. Third is distributive. Distributive is alternation of vascular tone, either primary and secondary neurohormonal changes. So causes is anaphylaxis, drug overdose, and neurogenic shock. Now, fourth is septic shock. Septic shock is there has a failure of all above. Failure of all above mentioned type. This is result when infection and infection induced medications in the bloodstream lead to circulatory decompensation. So stages of shock is compensated, decompensated, and irreversible. So first compensated is pre-shock. That's called compensated, called pre-shock. And pre-shock is the homeostasis mechanism maintain perfusion of interstitial essential organ like blood pressure, cardiac function, and urine output may appear to be normal. And decompensated is organ hypoperfusion. So the circulatory decompensation fail, leading to manifestations of abnormality in all organ system. And third is irreversible. Irreversible, the end organ failure. End organ failure, progressive reduction in cardiac output with multiple organ failure. Now, clinical parameters and stages of shock. Stages of shock. Stage first compensated heart rate. Stage first compensated is tachycardia, and stage 2 marked tachycardia, and stage 3 irreversible severe tachycardia. And respiratory rate is increased, first one, and second increased 2, and third is respiratory failure. And blood pressure, stage 1, in stage 1 normal, in stage 2 low, and stage 3 unrecordable. Skin, stage 1 skin cold, stage 2 skin is cold or cool, and stage 3 is cool, cyanotic, and moated. And mental status clear but distress, stage 2 confused, or stage 3 coma. Urine output, stage 1 normal, stage 2 oligouria, and stage 3 is anuria. So management is oxygen administration, fluid therapy, and cardiovascular support. Intropus, increase myocardial contractibility, dobutamine and dopamine, vasopressure, increase systemic and pulmonary vascular resistance, norepinephrine, and vasodilator to reduce systemic and pulmonary vascular resistance, increase cardiac output, and stimulus reduce myocardial oxygen demand, that is nitroprusside. And inodilator, inotropes plus vasodilator improves cardiac contractibility and reduce after load. So management is that laboratory investigations, increase fluid therapy 20 ml per kg bolus up to 60 ml per kg, correct hypoglycemia. So it is two type, fluid responsive and fluid refractory. Fluid responsive shock observed in PICU, and fluid refractory CVP measures start dopamine at 10 microgram per kg per ml per minute, start arterial pressure monitoring, dopamine resistant shock. So warm shock and cold shock. Warm shock start norepinephrine, and cold shock start epinephrine. If shock persists, catecholamine resistant shock. So it is hydrocortisone. Next is anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis is an IgE-mediated life-threatening clinical syndrome that occur when large quantity of inflammatory mediators are released from mast cells and basophil with exposure to an allergen to which the individual has been sensitized. So etiology is food, peanut, tree nuts, milk, egg, fish, seed, fruits, and grain. And drug is penicillin, cephalosporin, streptomycin, and dextron. And biological product is blood products, vaccine, intravenous immunoglobulins, and idiopathic. Now, pathology is if an individual with a specific IgE antibody get exposed to an allergen, IgE antibodies get fixed on high affinity cell surface receptor to mast cells and basophils. Cross-link of numerous IgE antibody molecules occupy the FcRI receptor. Activation of mast cells and result in intracellular free calcium level. Cytoplasmic granules fuse with each other and causes releasing of mediator of inflammation like histamine and many others. And clinical features is pruritus, urticaria, bronchospasm, cough, nasal congestion, a sensation of vomit, weakness, loss of consciousness. So for all that, investigation is elevated IgE and elevated plasma histamine. So management is that assess the circulation, airway, breathing, mental status, skin and body weight. Injection epinephrine in mid anterior lateral aspect of thigh, 0.01 mg per kg of 1:1000, a maximum 0.3 mg in child. Record the time of dose and repeat it 5 to 15 minutes if needed. Most patients respond 1 to 2 doses. If needed, then go for oxygen therapy. IV normal salines given. Next is poisoning. Poisoning, common medical emergency in childhood. Most cases of poisoning are due to substance available in the home environment and occur due to easy accessibility and poor housekeeping. So substance commonly accounting for poisoning in children is kerosene and other hydrocarbons, household product like insecticides and acids, plant product like datura, castor seeds, etc., and food poisoning, venomous bite and stings. So management is that laboratory investigation, managing and protect the airway, breathing and circulation. In comatose child, an emergency is IV assess and bolus of 2 mg per kg of 25% dextron is given. In a comatose child, if respiration is shallow, IV naloxone in the dose of 0.3 mg per kg is given. An antidote, promotion of excretion, diuretics. Next is foreign body aspiration in respiratory tract. So management is most airway foreign body are lodged in the bronchus, 58%, then larynx or trachea location in 10% of cases. Perform bronchoscopy. Perform bronchoscopy in general inhaled anesthesia, control ventilations and muscles relaxation. Next is status epilepticus. So definition is that it is the neurological emergency that may lead to permanent neurological damage. Defined as persistent seizure activity and does not regain consciousness for 5 minutes or more. Then etiology is that in neonates, status epilepticus is cause at birth injury, anorexia and hemorrhages, and congenital abnormalities. Metabolic disorders like hypoglycemia, hypocalcemia, and inborn error of metabolism like lipidosis and amino acid ureasis. Infection like meningitis, drug and drug withdrawal symptoms causes status epilepticus. Now, early childhood in less than 6 years, febrile convulsions, infection, trauma, metabolic disorders, cerebral degenerative disease, tumor and toxins, and idiopathic. Now, children and adolescents more than 6 years, causes of status epilepticus is infections, trauma, and epilepsy with adequate drug level, and cerebral degenerative diseases, tumor, toxins, and idiopathic. So the management of status epilepticus is at acute seizures. First of all, take history, examination, and investigations to ascertain causes, oxygen. And acute seizures assess airway breathing, assess airways breathing, and establish IV line. Estimate blood glucose, diazepam IV 0.5 mg per kg, and repeat after 10 minutes if seizures continue. Phenytoin IV 20 mg per kg. Phenobarbital IV 20 mg per kg. Midazolam infusion 0.05 to 0.2 mg per kg. And phenobarbital at coma. So next is hemorrhages. What is hemorrhages? Hemorrhages management should depend upon type of hemorrhages. So types of hemorrhages is internal hemorrhages. It is kept the child in NICU or PICU. Then respiratory distress and cardiac arrest, epinephrine, and fluid transfusion. Surgical therapy to stop internal bleeding. And next is external hemorrhages, that is keep in ICU and ICU, oxygen administration and blood transfusion. Next is acute renal failure. So definition is an abrupt decline in renal function resulting in sustained rise in blood level of urea and creatine. So oliguria or anuria is a prominent feature, through rarely urine output may be normal. Etiology is pre-renal, acute gastroenteritis, hemorrhages and shock. Intrinsic renal infection, drug, autoimmune, idiopathic, and post-renal is calculus. Sorry. Clinical feature is anuria, oliguria, and loss of renal function include acidotic breathing, alteration of sensorium, and irregularities of cardiac rhythm and arrest. And management is that fluid and electrolyte therapy. Treatment of complication is fluid overload, hyperkalemia, metabolic acidosis, hypertension, and dialysis, supportive care, renal replacement therapy. Next is febrile convulsions. So febrile convulsions is definition. A seizure is associated with the high body temperature, most commonly occur in children between the age of 6 months to 5 years. So management is that antipyretic and hydrotherapy. IV line should be started to maintain hydration to give anticonvulsions drug. Management should be depend on pathology of fever. Now status asthmaticus. Status asthmaticus definition is a lung disorder in which inflammation of bronchi cause swelling and narrowing of the airway, creating breathing difficulty. So a prolonged severe attack of asthma that is unresponsive to initial standard therapy. So clinical feature is shortness of breathing, coughing, wheezing, and chest tightness. And the management is oxygen, bronchodilator, albuterol nebulizer solution, and systemic corticosteroid like prednisolone, anti-inflammatory. Next is fluid and electrolyte balance. Next to oxygen, water is the most essential element of life. The largest component of body is water. Total body water is term infant at birth is 75 to 80% of the body weight. This gradually declined to 60% of body weight by 1 year of age. So first is dehydration. Dehydration is a net loss of body water. It is commonest imbalance of body water in infant and children. The most common cause of dehydration in children is diarrhea and vomiting. It may occur due to excessive urinary loss because of diabetes insipidus. The step in the successful management of dehydration in infant and children includes the following. First is assessment of degree of dehydration, rapid expansion of intravascular volume if necessary, correct of total fluid deficit means dehydration therapy, progressive of maintenance fluid and electrolyte, and replacement of ongoing losses. So monitoring is degree of dehydration. So here is some conditions like condition no dehydration, well and alert, some dehydration, restless and irritability, and severe dehydration is a lethargic or unconscious. Eyes normal, some dehydration in sunken, and severe dehydration is very sunken or dry. Mouth and tongue is moist in no dehydration, some dehydration is dry, and severe dehydration is very dry. thirst, drink normally, and some dehydration, thirst, drinks eagerly, and severe dehydration, drink poorly or not able to drink. Skin pinch, it is very important. No dehydration goes back quickly, and some dehydration goes back slowly, and severe dehydration goes back very slowly. So expansion of intravascular volume. In severe dehydration or hypovolemia, a rapid expansion of intravascular volume is required to maintain vital function. This is achieved by rapid intravenous infusion of isotonic solutions such as Ringer lactate or normal saline. So Ringer lactate is probably the best choice. It supplies adequate concentration of sodium and potassium, and lactate yield bicarbonate for correction of acidosis. So which usually compares severe dehydration. So here is the types of fluid and its amount of fluids. So 0 to 1 hour Ringer lactate or 0.9% saline, 1 year or less 30 ml per kg, and when above 1 year 40 ml per kg. 1 to 3 hour Ringer lactate or 0.9% saline, 40 to 60, and 4 to 6 hours ORS or normal saline, 5% glucose plus 1 ml KL plus KL 100 ml fluid if urine output is established. So 1 year less than 50 and above 50. So correction of total fluid deficit, rehydration therapy. Give ORT, means oral rehydration therapy. Oral rehydration, most cases with dehydration. Also in patient with severe dehydration, once the intravascular volume deficit has been correct, urine flow is established, rest of the deficit can be corrected by ORT. So WHO has recommended ORT. This is prepared by dissolving sodium chloride. It is very important, 3.5 gram, sodium bicarbonate 2.5 gram, potassium chloride 1.5 gram, glucose 20 gram in 1 liter to clean drinking water. So approximate amount of ORS solution is to be given in first 4 hours for treatment of some dehydration. So it is the dehydration and dehydration therapy. Take care in mind, and many examinations, many question arises from there. So it is very important, and hope you like that session, life-saving measures. If you have any query, any doubt, you can ask me in further session. I will definitely resolve your problems. So that's all for this session. Hope you understand and like that. So thank you so much.